to say. Fuck. I don't know what to say. It's crazy. All right, I guess I'll just go for it. What's going on, Airsofters? We never thought this day would actually finally come. We finally surpassed 100,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, and honestly, we are thankful for every single last one of you. When we initially started this channel, we were just doing it for fun and just because we said, well, we could, and wouldn't it be kind of just a fun thing to waste time with, and maybe some people find some interest in it. I never expected for this channel to reach the numbers that it's currently at, and for that I am truly grateful for every single last one of you that supports our videos, watches them, comments on them, gives us likes. It really means a lot to us, and I really just can't thank you guys enough. This is really truly a great honor to have reached this level on YouTube, because I recognize this is something that not a lot of other channels out there on YouTube have, and we are extremely lucky and fortunate, and quite frankly just blessed to have such an amazing fan base, such an amazing following, and quite frankly the numbers that we currently do to this day. To celebrate, we thought that we'd actually do something a little bit different. We were going to actually go all the way back to the beginning of our YouTube channel. That's why we got the laptop out here, and we were just going to go through videos, just skim through thumbnails and use those as kind of like what would you call them, kind of like anchors for us to memorize and remember moments and highlights and really key points that got this channel going, and just really cool things that have happened to us throughout the years, and just commentate a little bit on it, give you guys the complete history of RWM, the channel, everybody on it, everything along those lines, and then we'll work our way all the way up until the present, and then we'll let you guys know what's going on. We'll let you guys know what kind of plans we have for the future, the current state of the channel, and things along those lines. So, got anything you want to say, Nick?
You basically said it all.
Yeah.
We've got 100,000, and that's awesome.
Yep.
So, from me, thank y'all, and I'm sure Daniel and Joe and everyone else who's taken part of this channel and who's been on the channel and played with the team would have the same thing to say as well.
Yep.
And we have a shiny silver play button as a reward.
Straight from YouTube, too. Funny little story on that. How it works is, I don't know if I can divulge all the information to you, but
secret.
I don't know if I can or can't. They didn't say to me I could or could not, but I actually had to approach YouTube and remind them that they had to initiate the process to send me the button, because they were supposed to contact us, because I looked it up on YouTube. Like, this is common information you have access to. I looked it up, and YouTube was supposed to reach out to us and say, congratulations, do this, this, and this, and then we'll give it to you. And then I never got that. So I actually had to email them and say, hey, guys, hi, we're here. We kind of got the number. What happens? And then they had to go, oh, yeah, sorry, we'll send it now. And then that's how
But now we got it.
We feel really loved.
So
thank you.
There's
YouTube.
that.
We love YouTube.
Yay.
Let's go ahead and... Oh, one last thing I want to quickly mention. We are actually currently... The current number we're at is 110,000 subscribers. I wanted to wait and make this video. We hit 100,000 in 2017, right at the end of 2017. But I wanted to wait to make this video until Nick was back, and I could have someone else to sit here with me, and we could talk. And, one of the guys that's been on the team... I think you've been on the team, one of the longest members, and one of my closest friends, too. We've been at this since the beginning, and I wanted to have someone special here with me today to help talk about this and just give an overall
I'm special.
rundown of the channel. I'm special, he says.
You're not Daniel. No, we love Daniel, too.
It's all good. Okay, so without further delay, let's go ahead and get started. So, when we initially kicked off this channel back in 2012,
on July 26th.
That was our first video we uploaded. Our first video we ever uploaded was called Airsoft War, Deviate Part 1, Armored Warfare Episode 1. And I actually started the channel on July 1st. I wanted it to... Because I kind of have a little OCD. I don't have actually OCD, but I like to say I do. I'm very compulsive. I like to make sure everything's neatly aligned. So when I started the channel, I'm like, I has to be on like a significant number. So the start of a date. And I made the decision to start it the month before. I was like, I'm going to wait till July 1st to start the channel. So fun little fact about that. That's just me being weird. The first video we uploaded, as you can see, it says we uploaded on July 26th. And when I first started making videos, I kind of wanted to space them out until they got, like, at the time, 100 views. So I said, man, when the video gets 100 views, I'll upload the next video. And then I didn't have any sort of, I upload once a week or I upload every other week or something like that. I didn't have a schedule. I just said, when this video hits 100 views, then I'm going to upload it. And that's what I did. Then when that video hit 100 views, which took a while, I uploaded. Actually, it didn't take a while. I uploaded the second one right away. That's weird. Oh, you know what I did? Until I uploaded the next gameplay video. That's what I did.
Okay.
So it was like for gameplay to gameplay. That quickly didn't last long, and I just was so excited to get gameplay up, I just started belting it out over and over again. But when we actually launched the channel, we initially started out as ODA Airsoft. Some of you may remember, some of our older viewers. And that stood for, what did it stand for? Offensive, Defensive, Assault, Airsoft, or some weird acronym. It was a thing we thought was cool. It was a cool acronym. We just ran with it. We didn't really put a whole lot of thought into it. We changed it a few years ago because it's actually the name. Funnily enough, it's the name of an actual military organization, the ODA guys, and we didn't really want to have like an Airsoft name that was an actual military branch when we're in no way affiliated with the actual military branch. And like I said, it was just poor. It was not a lot of planning that went into the initial conception of the name.
It was 6 years ago.
It was 6 years ago, and we didn't think this was going to start off in anything big at all. So we just said, now that we're getting a little bigger, maybe we should change that because we're not actually ODA guys, and that wasn't ever our intent. We never like said we're ODA. We're like cool military op guys. We just thought the name was cool and we ran with it. But we said we should probably change it now that and we'll get a little bit more about the history of that too when we advance a little bit forward. But first video we ever did, that was in the tanks, and that was probably honestly that's one of the cooler videos I think we've ever done. I mean, the whole concept of the video, we jump in this armored APC. We're driving around. There's guys constantly trying to run at us and take us down. It was an insane amount of fun. In the video was myself, Joey, and Robbie. Joey still kind of plays around here and there. Robbie does not play anymore. But we had a couple other guys. I think there's a guy named Aiden. He was kind of a brief guy that was on our team, but he didn't last long. And man, that was just one of our cooler videos, and that one right now has almost 500,000 views on it. People they recognize a lot of our content from that one. So if a lot of people recognize our channel, they say, I saw that one, I love that video. So I'd say our first video was probably one of our cooler ones. I think I'd have to say.
Well, it had armor.
Yeah, it had tanks in it.
Tanks are cool.
The concept was cool. I had Battlefield music in it, but then I wanted to monetize it, so I stopped using the Battlefield music later on. But when I initially put it into it, I was just like, we're not going to be making money off of this. I'm just going to put Battlefield music into it, and people loved it. I did a couple reviews here and there. I did a Raider review.
There's a video where I climbed a tree.
There's a video where he climbed a tree. We did the sequel to Armored Warfare. That one was cool. I personally like the sequel to Armored Warfare a little bit better than the first one. I thought it had a little more action to it. I thought there was cooler imagery in it, stuff like that. But we really got our start at DV8 Airsoft. That's always been our home field. That's always been our favorite pickup kind of field we go to. And it's always been it's just been home to us. We always love the concept of jungle warfare. We love the concept of just being like almost like in Vietnam style type scenario and type environment. And people really love that too, because when you see a lot of airsoft videos, a lot of guys are doing them in cities, they're doing in urban environments. Not a whole lot of guys at the time we started this too were doing it with
with tanks.
With tanks and in the jungle and stuff. So
it's always tanks.
Yeah. It's always tanks that always drive the interest, right? So there was definitely appeal there too. And when the channel was first conceived, it was me, Brandon, and Cameron and Angelo. All but me. All the other three stopped playing but me now. And we were playing a game of Nazi Zombies, if you guys remember that game, on Black Ops 1. And we were playing Airsoft at the time. I met them playing hockey beforehand. And we said, you know what would be fun? If we started a team. I gave the suggestion, like, we're playing Airsoft. Why don't we get a group together and start doing it? Then, for my birthday, I actually got a Contour Roam 1, I think. And I said, this is cool. This is an action camera. I don't know if the GoPros were even as significant as they were now. They definitely weren't as they are now, but I didn't know if they were like a thing yet as compared to the Contours. And we actually started with the very first video we ever did, not uploaded, but we put an iPhone in a magazine pouch, an M16 mag pouch, and ran around with that. That was the first video we ever did. But like actual professional, I use in air quotes, was with like the Contour Roams. We put them on the headband mounts with goggles, and that system didn't work out too well because the strap would bounce up and down, but that was like what we first started out doing. So that was our start right there. The whole channel was conceived through a Nazi Zombies game when we were playing with 4 players on a private map. It was great. So that was the initial crew that started out. It was me, Joey, Cameron, Angelo, Brandon, and then Robbie. And then you came into the mix later.
Yeah, because most of us played hockey at some point.
Yeah, that's how we all got
That's
introduced.
What we all met.
Mm-hmm. We all met playing. I met you playing at Clearwater, I think.
Playing against me.
Playing against him, yeah. And then we separated for a little while. I started playing at a different arena. And then we started hanging out again later on. And then I said, hey, dude, you want to start playing Airsoft again? I think it was fast forward to... I think it's this one. Deviate part... No, it's not that one. Oh, yeah, it was this one. Operation Final Stand. That one was also one of my favorite videos I ever did. I love the intro on that one. If you ever go back and watch that thing, that was like this epic long walk. The scenario of the game was where we had to sit in this area, and we had to defend the APC. It was a classic defend the tank game, right? And fend off until you get overrun. And we were in this area, and we couldn't leave the vicinity. And basically, it was survive for this amount of time. If they can't get you in the tank within this time, I keep calling him tank, it's an APC. And if they don't get the APC within this allotted amount of time, you win the game. That game got intense fast.
I remember that.
That was epic. We went down. We literally went down fighting. And I have that famous screenshot. I'll see if I can find it and I put it up on screen. I put a quote. I put a little cheesy air quote on it. Remember that? I put ooh, make it really suspenseful and intimidating, and make the air really kind of dramatic. Maybe a little cheesy looking back on it, but when I did it, I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Keep in mind, when we were doing this, 2012, that was 6 years ago. I would have been like 14, right?
How old are you now?
Wait, I'm going to mechanical engineering. I can't do math. I was 15 when I was doing this whole thing. Well, I was 14 when I started playing, and I was like 15 when we started doing this professionally, right? So 2012, I would have been 15, right? Yeah, 15, I think. About right, around that age. So I thought that was like the coolest thing ever when I was 15. It's like, this is awesome, this is dope. And as you age, things start to get a little more cringe and stuff. So, what do you think about that game, Nick?
That was, I do remember that was the first time I got to play with a cool gun.
Yeah.
I had a SCAR.
Yeah.
That I bought from Matt. Like, he bought 2 SCARs for some reason.
I forgot why I bought it.
So I bought it off of him, and that SCAR is still at my house in a million pieces now. But yeah, that was the first time I got to use a cool gun like that, and it wasn't my first time at DV8, but It was without a doubt the first really, really good game I'd played. So that was a lot of fun. All that Marpat, the old stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We used to wear the Marpat BDUs and the cross-draw vests.
Right.
Good times.
I even had a grenade launcher on my SCAR too, and
heavy.
that sucker was heavy, and I had like a suppressor on the end of it too to make it look cool. The suppressors in Airsoft don't do anything unless they're like you fill them with foam and they're used on Polar Stars. This was just an AEG. It was just a hollow cylinder can that you threw on the end of your gun. It was just for looks purely. I threw a grenade launcher on that thing. I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I threw those moss cart shells in there. The ones that just spray BBs. So effectively, it's just a shotgun, right? It just shoots BBs everywhere. That was before they invented the tag rounds that explode on impact or have the airburst ones. That was way before that. But when I started using that thing, I thought it was just the coolest thing ever. This thing shoots shotgun shells at people. And I was just firing that thing all around. And the game ended with you and me. We were like the last ones alive at that game. We were on our backs. I was handing you mags, and you were just shooting at people that were running up, and we won that game too.
We did.
They got up to the.
I got killed. Well,
we both died. Yeah,
but
we both died. But
the APC made it.
Yeah,
so.
The APC made it. We were able to hold off until the last one. That was amazing. One video I did that was really funny was an unboxing video. Just a little side note. I just remembered this. I just did it for fun. It was the weirdest, cringiest video. I'm not wearing like long pants in that video, and so many people are like, "Why are you in your underwear making this video?" I'm like, I just wanted to make an unboxing video. I got a mystery box from Airsplat. If you guys know anything about Airsplat, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you know about Airsplat. We've not had, needless to say, we've not had good experiences with them in the past. But that was like when they were still one of the major Airsoft retailers. It was like Airsoft GI, Evic, and Airsplat were like the 3 big ones. And I ordered from Airsplat. They had a mystery box. It's called the Mystery Box of Desire. And that thing got like 100,000 views in like a week or something like that. I'm like, this is nuts. 100,000, or maybe it was like, I don't know how many it was at the time. Maybe it was like 50,000 or something. It was like some obscene number for the subscribers we had at the time. I was like, this is nuts. And in that video, I wish I'd made that better because I just took a camera, pointed down the box with short shorts on. And
Wish you'd worn pants.
People were roasting me hard. All right, advancing through. We had a couple other players play with us throughout the years. We had a guy named Jake. We had a guy named Josh play with us. Cole. They're all good guys. They just kind of went their own way. Mudgrunt. So we started playing at Mudgrunt. That was a lot of fun. So Mudgrunt was like a CQB outdoor thing, which was brand new to us. We'd never done CQB before, but the way the field was oriented, the bushes acted almost as like pathways and almost like a city. Because if you duck down, no one could see you, and you could just snake your way all the way up it. Just a field of just palmetto bushes. It was crazy.
Florida,
classic Florida.
That field isn't open anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah. Maybe they are, actually. I haven't looked in a long time. I think they closed down for a while. I definitely know that.
The owner's house got hit by lightning.
Yeah, that was really sad.
Caught on fire.
Yeah.
So the field closed. I don't think they're still. I think they're gone.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because that was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun when they were still up.
Hopefully they got their house back.
Yep. Looking through the years, we did a couple. We did some long shot attempts at like reviews, and reviews back in the day. If you guys know anything about Airsoft reviews, like still in the kind of the draconian eras of YouTube, everything was just so cringe at the time. So we were doing these reviews, and we tried to make them as professional as possible. Like we put down a tarp, like one of these shamags on the table, and try to make it look a little more professional and a little more, well-rounded, and that didn't work out so well. So a couple of our older reviews are a little cringe. A lot of Deviate. I mean, we played at Deviate a whole lot. We played Overlord, a lot of these Operation Overlord. You'll notice that a lot of these older videos that have like Deviate, Operation something. I would actually just name them Operations because I thought it was cool. That's all it was. And I stopped doing that because they weren't like actual operations, and because it wasn't right for the videos. And I just called them Operation like Black Knife, or I called it Operation something or other. I just named them cool names because I thought it was catchy. I guess that'd be like early clickbait, I guess. But
well, it worked on this one. It got 4 million
so
views.
That brings us to Deviate Part 9, Episode 2. I didn't even realize it had this many views. It has 4 million views right now. In that video, it was me, Tyler, Nick, and I think that was it. It was just us three, I believe.
Yeah, pretty sure.
That was about it. That was one of the cooler games I've ever played at Deviate, bar none. The scenario behind that game was we were stationed at a fire base when it was still intact before they destroyed it. We had so many people show up that day. The staff at Deviate said we can run a RWMilSim-like scenario. So this was technically our first game introduction into like an actual RWMilSim-oriented game where we had commanders, we had chain of command, we had comm units and stuff. It was nuts. So we were basically in the fire base, and then the commander was telling us go out and do objectives, complete objectives. And our objective was to find this box with a whole bunch of medic ropes in it. The problem was if we didn't find the medic box and bring it back, we only had a very limited amount of medic ropes we could use. So if we didn't get that medic box back and we got attacked by an enemy force, we'd be dead within about 30 minutes because we'd run out of medic ropes. So it was vital that we got that box, because if we didn't get it and we got attacked, we were pretty much cooked. So as Nick, I'll let Nick take over. I've been talking a lot, so I'll let Nick chime in a little bit here.
So just the short and simple version is we got the box.
We got the box.
Tyler slipped and fell a couple times along the way, but it was in a crashed plane.
Yeah.
Which was really cool.
Right.
In a crater back by a river in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
That we got to just about the same time the other team did, and we were outnumbered. About 4-1, and we still got the box. That was the ran it back.
That was the funny thing. Sorry to interrupt, but we split up guys, and we had half the guys go on one side of the fence, half the guys go on the other side of the fence. And for some reason, I don't know how we got split off from our group. Like, because our group split up into multiple people, and it was just us three.
Yeah.
So
it
wasn't
anyone.
Me, Tyler, and Nick. And when we got the box, I think Tyler was telling me this. He grabbed the box, saw the enemies pointing at, isn't that the box we're supposed to get? And we hauled. And we were experimenting with different camera angles at the time, and I mounted that camera on top of the handguard of your...
That was on my...
On top of the rail, on top of the receiver of the SCAR. And that was a cool angle. And people really liked that episode, and it just worked out so well in the end, and 4 million views, apparently, so...
And there's a quite a
So,
while
and there we
ago.
go. 1,000 subscribers we hit in 2013. So just to give you perspective, we hit 1,000 subscribers in 2013. I did a 1,000 subscriber thank you. I wore a balaclava over my head in the video. I thought it looked cool.
That two-tone scar.
That two-tone scar, I sold that one to Joey. Yeah. Played at a couple other fields along the way. We played at Black Tiger Airsoft. That was a lot of fun.
The original Black Tiger.
The original one. Black Tiger now shares a field with DV8. And the original Black Tiger, they had like their own field. That was a cool field, I will say.
I wore a suit and tie to play at one of those.
You did. Yeah, that was great.
I had a gold pistol and completely failed. My first time I screwed up a grenade throw was at the original Black Tiger.
That's in the Funny Moments and Fails, too, if you want to go back and watch a couple of them. Let's see. Let me start at the bottom here. We did a couple of different reviews, too. We tried to up our quality with reviews. We did a Scar-L review. That one worked. I think that one actually did pretty well. Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Some montages.
We did a team montage.
Those
yeah,
are fun.
Christian started playing with us too, and then again just a lot. Our big niche when we started doing this, like where we started getting into the uploading phase, full tilt, was gameplay. We love doing gameplay. We just love playing. We weren't too hot on the reviews and stuff. I want to go back to Endgame because Endgame was awesome. You remember that? We have to talk about Endgame. That was the end of the year game. Remember that one?
It's been a while.
That was the one where at DV8, it was the end of the year. We all camped out and everything.
Oh, I'm trying to look at the little thumbnails.
Right, that's kind of hard to do. So
also because I'm blind. So
where was my? Oh, so we had a couple guys play with us. We had Christian. He's doing his own thing now. So we had a couple guys coming out of the team throughout the years. You can see them every now and then, but they're all good guys and they're all doing well, I presume. But they were good while they're with us. And now, like I said, gameplay was our number one thing. We love doing gameplay. So if you watch back through, a lot of DV8 stuff. We did DV8. That was like our favorite one. Anything jungle related, we just got hooked on it. We got into this all the way. This became our primary hobby. Like a lot of people do fishing and I don't know, video games. Airsoft was huge. I mean, we would just do it like every week we possibly could. And that was just chewing through our wallets. But we gotta get back out there, man. Gotta get back out there. That was like really the height of when we were uploading. Endgame. This was probably our first big major event. So at DV8, they used to hold these events at the end of the year, and they would basically host one giant event at the end of the year for free, and all these people would show up.
Because it was free.
And it was like a 2-day event, and we all got to camp out at the field. This is like our first time camping and stuff. We all got to camp out. We all got to just relax and chill out and play these overnight games. It was like a nighttime event, it was a daytime event, and that was an epic series too. And that series has like 30,000 views, 10,000 views, 30,000 views, 20,000 views. It's great. So that was awesome. I started doing montages. I loved making the montages. Those were just always epic to me, so I did montages and stuff. And somewhere along the line, I got the idea to like go, you know what, we're screwing up a whole lot. Maybe we should make a Funny Moments and Fails thing. And turns out that's like our most popular series that we upload to YouTube is our Funny Moments and Fails. So along the line, we started trying to do Q&A videos too. We were like, we need to interact with our audience a little more, like to talk with them a little bit.
That first one was in a hotel room.
That was in a hotel room because we wanted to go to Combat City in Orlando. The field, I think, the particular location that we were at from Combat City is now closed, but we were in a hotel room. I was with Cole, Josh, and Joey, and we just did a series. Like, we should call it Questions and Ammo, and we'll do that. I was like, that's cool. I didn't actually call it Questions and Ammo until way later, we just called it Q&A, and we just said, let's put it in an ammo box. That'd be fun. So, all right, let me go to the next page here. Combat City was a lot of fun. That was like our first introduction to CQB. We were not CQB.
I'm still not good at it.
Yeah. All right, going back to the bottom. Question, Q&A. I did a helmet video. That was weird. Then we started doing like these loadout videos, which were fun. And we still do those these days. We've, again, since upped our quality on them, but those were a lot of fun. It's always fun to try to get Nick and Daniel to do it because I do the voiceovers for everything and the editing. So I kind of have experience doing the talking and everything.
Yeah.
But with Daniel and Nick, when they try to give commentary on stuff, it's just like how it reminds me of how I started, and it's so hard to do if you
Potato.
It's like, dang it, I messed up my line. Record it again. You have to like take like 20 takes before you get it right. Anyone that's ever done like audio recording or anything knows what I'm talking about. More Q&A. This is when I started making custom thumbnails, by the way. So we're now into 2014, 2 years later, and I'm starting to do custom thumbnails now. So
It took a while.
it took a little bit while. A couple MilSim events along the way. Jerks was fun. That was hot. I mean, you want to talk about hot, like Florida weather? Jerks 2 was like in the middle of the summertime, I remember, if I'm remembering correctly. And we're just
Florida's
stripping
just
off
always
gear.
hot.
Oh, that was miserable. Mud, water everywhere. God, just kill us. Custom thumbnails, Q&A videos, more tank videos. That was a fun game. This game was like Tank Crew. I actually got to go inside the Fox, which is kind of representative of what an actual tank is like. It has like a hatch on the top, has a rotating turret. And in that game, I thought that one was really unique because I got to go inside it and you can see with the camera like what the inside of like a legitimate tank looks like, what it's like to get inside. It has that hatch that folds over and you can lock it. It's so cool on the inside of that thing. You can't do much as like the passenger because it's all just the gunner that does everything. But I could load the magazine for the coaxial machine gun and spot enemies. But other than that, there wasn't a whole lot to do. I'm just skipping through it. Yeah, there's Operation Icarus. We were talking about that a little earlier, I think, in the day. And that was a fun game. You got the patch for that one. I was so mad at this because they gave out free patches for this event. We didn't get any. I didn't get one, at least.
I did.
He got one. I never got one. And those were cool patches, too.
Yeah, they were.
PVC, custom. They were awesome. Just skimming through. And we did these. We broke a lot of these up into seasons. I don't really know why I did that. I just kind of got the idea, like, maybe we should just break these up into seasons. So
we would take longer breaks, kind of like we just did a little while ago when we took so long to upload again.
Right.
But that's when we, I don't know, had a legitimate reason to, and now, I don't know.
Yeah. Like, we took breaks and we say, well, now we'll start over again from fresh and keep going from there. More custom thumbnails and stuff. There's a cool game. This was a fun one. It was me, Daniel, JoJo. Were you with us? I don't think you were with us for that game. We got to ride inside the APC. That was when Joe, I think, first went to DV8. Joe, the Joe that plays with us now. And he loved it. And that was, for him to get, like, in the APC on the first game, like, that was actually, ever since you went in the APC in, like, 2012, that was the first time we got back into that thing after being to DV8 several times. Yeah. So, and also you see these episodes for DV8 divided up into episodes, like, or parts. Like, part 19 is the 19th time we went to DV8. Episode whatever is, like, how much footage I got from it. I break them up in, like, 15-minute videos. If I got, like, 30 minutes of footage I can use, I'll break that up into 2 videos. Does that make sense? That's kind of what I did. More Q&As, gameplay, Jeep Crew. I did that with Tyler. We got to run around we call it a Jeep. It's not a Jeep, but that's what the locals call it. It's a Mercedes G-Wagon, I think.
It looks like a Jeep.
But it looks like a Jeep. And that was fun. We got to patrol the border. More funny moments and fails. I think our most popular funny moments and fails is coming up here, or maybe I already passed it. I'm not sure. Played at TAC a little bit. That field was crazy. TAC City.
That was probably, I don't know, the most unique field I played at. They had a whole junkyard of cars.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
That was a really intense CQB field, yeah.
Yeah.
Jade Helm. That was a fun game.
Jade Helm was awesome, and it was very, very wet and hot and disgusting, and basically Florida on an average day.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it was awesome.
Yep. And that was the one where we almost drowned in the swamp.
Yeah.
We jumped into the river, and we had full gear on.
We didn't know it was that deep.
Yeah. There was a lot of trying to pull each other out. And
on the plus side, we eradicated the UN team. So, no step on snack, UN.
There you go.
No step on snack.
No step on snack.
Yeah, see, there's me pulling up the no step on snack flag. No step. No step on snack.
In 2015, we went to our actual first legitimate American MilSim event. American MilSim event. And that was like our first out-of-state one. Big event. We had a whole bunch of plans going into this. It was me, Daniel, JoJo, and you didn't go to that one, I don't think.
That was Tyler who went to that one.
That was Tyler that went, okay. That was a crazy event. That had tunnels we went into. We did everything. We went into the tunnel system. We went on the roof. We went to the mosque. That's where you did your most recent one, Grozny.
Where was that? Camp Shelby.
Yep, Camp Shelby. Yep, in Mississippi. And the drive for that was murderous. And we did behind the scenes. We did everything. And I have so many good memories from that. It was, man, I get nostalgic thinking back on it because that was a time when we were still using, like, really just ragtag gear, and the whole system we were doing is really ragtag, and we're just kind of winging it as we go. We still do that to this day, but maybe not to the extent we did back then, and, oh, man, there's just great memories from that. Did a couple reviews. Some companies sent us some stuff to review. We did that a little bit. We got into gun stuff too. We're big gun guys too, as you guys probably know from watching some of our gun videos. So I was like, why don't we just make some videos? And those are mildly popular, so we do those every now and then. More montages. We actually got a special opportunity in 2016, early 2016, to go to this new event, this new hot event everyone was talking about. It was Operation Overwatch in a decommissioned prison facility. And
we went to the beta version.
Dude, that was cool. So they said they were putting on this beta event, and what they were doing is they were bringing in people to basically test and evaluate how Doomsday Airsoft was going to run the game, how everything was, see if you can find any flaws or any like kinks in the system that we could buff out. So when they actually hold the actual event, I think a few months later, then it would run smoothly, everything worked well, and yeah. So we actually went to the beta event, and the beta event I actually thought was better than the actual event because I think there was less people and it was less chaos, I think, and that was so much fun. I mean, being in a decommissioned prison facility, unbelievable. They had like the full cells and everything. Don't be inside when a grenade goes off, otherwise you won't be able to hear anything.
I try not to go to prison in general, but especially if people are throwing grenades. That's bad.
Yeah. Probably our most popular event that we went to was RWMilSim's Operation Iron Horse 1, and quite frankly, I think that might be one of my favorite events I ever went to. Again, we did so much in Iron Horse 1. We got to go all the way up to the top of the big buildings. We got really good nighttime footage. We got sneak attacks in on people. We were fragging.
That was my first big MilSim game.
And that was the first one he ever went to.
RWMilSim played for cost, of course.
Was everything it lived up? Did it live up to all your expectations?
Oh, without a doubt. And I'm looking forward to going to another AMS game.
Yeah.
Playing for cost, of course.
Yeah. Always.
Just as we always have.
As the shirt flies, cost pride.
Hey.
Then we actually went to the actual Overwatch game, and that was fun too. Don't get me wrong, I like the Overwatch game. I think Doomsday Airsoft puts on some good events. I just don't think we got to do. Sometimes when you go to events, good things happen, boring stuff can happen. At the actual event, I don't think we got as much good footage as we did from the beta, but I could be wrong. Funny Moments and Fails, episode 6, I think to this date is our most popular one. It has about almost 400,000 views on it. That one had so many great moments. That had, I believe, the jihadi sequence in it. That had the dude with the 2 shot out in it. What else did that have? Had so many great moments in it. People loved it, and that really got me inspired to make more and more of those Funny Moments and Fails, because that by far is easily our most popular series that we do to date. All right, going back through, let's see. My internet will pull it up. There we go, go to the bottom. I'm noticing you see all these demonetized symbols. Yeah. Isn't that great?
Yay. Guns are scary.
Iron Horse.
Toy guns are scary.
Toy guns are scary.
There's camo versus camo the first time we did that.
Oh, yeah. That was fun. So let's talk about that. So camo versus camo. That was just an idea I had. And I was like, you know what would be fun if we just wore camos and like did hide and seek and we just compared them. And turns out that one got like 170,000 views. And I was like, whoa, that worked out really well. Let's do that again. And we did more and more of those and people really loved them. And that was just an idea I had off the top of my head. And it was fun. It worked. They're not too hard to produce, but the trouble is you need like at least 3 people to do them, and it's hard getting 3 people, especially now together that everyone's doing work, to film them. So we got more coming out in the future. We got plans to do some more, but that's just an example of you get all these ideas and you throw them at a wall or you upload them to YouTube, and some ideas you think will do really well don't do well at all, and some ideas you think are just whatever, I'll just do that, doesn't matter, do insanely well.
You just let the internet decide.
And
the internet is a strange and weird place at times.
Exactly. And that was the example. That was the case for Camo vs. Camo. I didn't really expect anything really major to come of it, but I was like, this would be a good idea. Let's try it. And it worked great. Worked great. Armored Warfare Episode 2 is like an homage. I got to talk about this one a little bit because this is one of my favorite episodes I've ever produced. Just real fast. I know you guys are... It's like 34 minutes into it. We'll get through it quickly. We're almost done here. Armored Warfare Episode 2. That was like a little homage to our very first upload where we got to hang out with like the APC, and we were dealing with we're dealing with Humvees again, and we have all the vehicles in play. I think maybe not the APC, but we had Humvees in play, we had the Fox in play, we had the big troop carriers in play. Everything was in it. So I was like, this has got to be a sequel to the Armored Warfare one, and just like a little homage. And I edited that one in the same style that I did the very first upload too, because I thought some of our older viewers might appreciate that. We did that Top Shot one. We did a Top Shot series where we compete against each other. That was fun. See who was the best shooter. Cut loose, yeah. Remember special announcement with Daniel. They sent Daniel the wrong gun, and we were just gonna film an unboxing video with Daniel. This is Airsoft unboxing plus special announcement and epic fail. Daniel, we ordered a gun for Daniel. We were just like, we'll do an unboxing on it, and they sent him the wrong gun.
Vastly wrong gun.
Vastly wrong
They
gun.
sent him an M4 when he ordered a Tavor.
Right.
Like, I'm not sure how.
How do you mess that up? I don't know, but they fixed our problem really well. It was good in the end. This was a lot of fun. Do you remember Aaliyah, or P, as you know her as P90 Girl, invited us out to Atlanta to do a CQB tour, because they got a lot of CQB fields up there in arenas, I should say, in Atlanta, and we hit a whole bunch of them. We did behind the scenes stuff. I did this hybrid of like behind the scenes mixed in with like gameplay and had Aaliyah in it. Oh, that was one of my favorite.
That was a good time.
That was a lot of fun.
Way more CQB than I was used to.
Yeah, and
got shot in the face several times.
Oh yeah, that's why you wear mesh masks. And yeah, that was fun. We gotta do that again, man. I miss Aaliyah. We haven't talked to her in a while. Yeah, and you guys showed up a little late too. You were with Joe. Remember that?
Yeah, that was.
Me and Daniel got there first, and then you guys.
Well, that's
because
Joe had to come and get me from college,
Right.
which is becoming a very normal.
That's like a reoccurring theme.
Yeah.
It's like we gotta go pick him up, get you up there, carpool. It gets hectic after a little while, but you just gotta make it work, I suppose, in the end. But remembering from that event, we tried to do a lot of stuff, like Q&A videos. We were pranking Aaliyah a lot. I remember that. Good times. Good times indeed.
Joe climbed down into a sewer.
That was good. And that was with Daniel, too. Despite our warnings and stuff. Yeah, I still did it anyway. Classic Daniel. Funny moments and fails stuff.
More teeth getting shot out.
More teeth getting shot. That's been a recurring theme with us. He's had a tooth shot out. Daniel's had a tooth shot out. Aaliyah's had a tooth shot out. We've known a lot of people that have had just teeth get blown out.
It's painful. And the dentist bill is nice.
The dentist bill's a lot of fun.
It's not.
Iron Horse 2 wasn't as good as Iron Horse 1. I mean, there just wasn't as much going on. From our perspective, maybe we just didn't get into enough action or whatever, but it just didn't quite go out. I totally exploited Nick's tooth getting shot out. I put that front and center right on the thumbnail. Tooth shot out. Come view. Yeah.
Look at someone get hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
We have some Wasteland Ops. Remember when that opened?
So
that's a fun field.
This was a video right here that's going to come up in a minute here. Airsoft gun reliability / torture test on the Elite Force 1911. That video becomes significant in a minute. I'll tell you a little bit about that towards the end of this. Did 3-gun competitions. Man, we did a little bit of everything. We just uploaded. We just record stuff and we're like, upload that. Screw it, let's upload that. Best beginner airsoft gun. That one almost has 800,000 views. I was just like, you know what? A lot of people are asking me. This is just a perfect example of listen to your audience. A lot of people were asking me, Matt, I'm getting into airsoft. What gun should I get? And I said, I'd reply in comments constantly, but I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to make a video dedicated to this very topic. It's one of my most popular videos. Or one of our most popular videos, I should say, rather. Let's see. There's a trailer for Overwatch 3. And Overwatch 3, at least for me, was insanely fun because I got to fly in a little bird helicopter.
And I got to get shot at by said helicopter.
That was so much fun. I mean, if you can ever get the opportunity to do that.
It's the Duck Army.
And there's the Duck Army. Yeah, that was the weirdest Q&A we've ever done. We were wearing helmets and glasses, and we were just, what the hell was going on in that? We had a black backdrop on that one. I couldn't find my other one. What the heck?
There's no explanation for that one.
If you guys are interested in that helicopter video, that one's called Airsoft Helicopter Gunner. That was a good video. More funny moments and fails. Road to Kharkov. That was at Wasteland Ops.
That was when I got the Russian drug and just started playing Russian. That was like the crappiest Russian kit you could possibly run, because half my year didn't come in time.
Yeah.
So I was like wearing jeans and a striped T-shirt, and I didn't even have an AK. But we were crushing NATO, and it was awesome. Yeah. And from there, I never went back and bought way too much Russian gear. So I blame Wasteland Ops Road to Kharkov for that one.
Yeah. Awesome. And
Matt played as NATO.
That's where that was like the entry drug for him into getting his Russian kit that's like really decked out now and like going to MilSim West events and everything.
Is now kosher.
Yeah. I did a top 5 video on vehicles. I'm going to probably make more of those in the future. You guys seem to like those a lot. Like, I'll look into making more of those. That's like
vehicles are cool.
Yeah, everyone loves vehicles. Top 5 guns we've used, top 5 fields we've been to, whatever. What else have we got going on here? We're coming towards the end. Went to Overwatch 3. Overwatch 3, if you guys watch this, is like an epic charge. It has 117 likes, no dislikes. It's called Final Clash, Operation Overwatch 3 finale. that one has probably one of the coolest charges I've done ever. I mean, we were charging into gunfire. People were throwing smoke grenades. We were like, because it was like right at the end, and both teams, it was like one of those things. Both sides both agreed, let's just run at each other. So we ran at each other. We met right at the center of the field. So we had guys jumping over barricades, shooting people, and doing it vice versa on both sides. It was insane. So if you guys like want to see a really good rush video, I recommend checking that one out. So now we're up to the final. We're up to the present now. March. Last video uploaded was April 28th, 2018. I used to do video uploads every single Thursday. That got a little hard for me. As you guys know, we're all doing things a little... I think we can talk more about the channel in its current state now.
Yeah.
So, currently, right now, I'm going to university up in northern Florida. Well, not northern Florida. It's like on the east coast, but kind of north-ish from our perspective. I'm going to university up there. And Nick is going to be graduating college very soon. He's going to go into the police force, so congratulations, Nick. We're looking forward to that.
Plan.
That's going to be a nightmare for all of us, so everyone, God help us all.
I'm coming for you all.
Jojo is currently up in South Carolina. He is in the Navy right now. And Joey, our other Joey, we call him Joey, and then the other one, Joe O and Joey T. Joey T currently is in a little airsoft slump right now. He's busy working and stuff, so he doesn't really have a lot of time to get out and play, but I think he still plays every now and then with us. So
Tyler got married.
Tyler's married now, so he's basically gone.
We're sorry, Tyler.
We're trying to get together with Tyler here soon to go play again. Hopefully we'll get to see him here soon. And Daniel, did I mention, is in Alaska. Probably the farthest you could get away from us apart from being in Hawaii. So thanks, Daniel.
Yeah, we miss you. He just wanted to go as far as he can. He joined the Air Force.
Were he really that bad? Was playing for us really that bad, Daniel?
I guess. Yeah. And then there's Christian. He just kind of dropped off the map.
He just kind of left us all, yeah. But as you guys can see, we kind of got a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on with us. But rest assured, the team is alive and well. We all still talk to each other. We're all still really good friends. We're all still playing Airsoft. It's just been a lot harder for us recently to get together and play Airsoft with, because I don't really like making videos all by myself. I don't like playing Airsoft by myself. I love playing with my team. I love playing with my friends. And when I don't get out and play, I obviously don't make a lot of videos, so I wait to play with my buds and then make videos that way. Also, I kind of want to try something, and let me know in the comment section down below if you guys would like to see this. I'd like to take a little bit more of a minimalist style approach to video editing on our videos. We do a lot of crazy music and just effects in our video, and I kind of want it to be a little bit more organic with the gameplay. There was a video, I think I skimmed over my mistake. It was called like the Lost Tapes at DV8. And I just did raw, uncut footage for that one. And people love that. Now, I'm not going to do that for more recent videos because that's just lazy editing. But I kind of want to follow a little bit in the footsteps of that style of video. Make it a little more organic. Make the gameplay a little bit more intense. Cut back on the music a little bit. Cut back on all the hard editing. Not only will that make my life easier and I can get videos out faster and in greater quantity, but I think you guys might enjoy it a little bit better as well. That way you can really see all the intense stuff we have to go through. Like, you can really hear like the quiet and all the crazy stuff going on, and so I think that might be just give it a shot. Let us know if you guys would like to see that in the video comment section down below, and we'll see how that works out. Also, we're going to be investing in some better cameras. The Contours, they're good. They're coming out with a Contour Roam 3, or no, I think it's called a Contour HD or something. They're coming out with a new camera. I don't know the exact name of it. It's going to be a lot better. We're going to invest a couple of those because we need better video quality. We're going to be investing in some GoPros too, so we get better audio and video quality as well. So expect much better video quality from us in the future, as well as audio stuff too, because the audio on the Contours really isn't all that good. I know that. You guys have been saying that. I understand. I just haven't had the money right now, but we're going to start investing into that. Zoom cams too. Those are coming. Nick's been railing on me to get Zoom cams. We're going to get Zoom cams. We're working on that. So we got a whole bunch of big, huge stuff coming up. New videos, more gameplay, more reviews, more camo versus camo. And again, let us know what you guys would like to see in the comment section below. Anything old that we've done before that you've seen that you would like to see again, let us know. We'd be happy to do it. And then one final thing, current state of YouTube. A lot of people are talking about this.
It's a mess.
YouTube is on a crusade against guns. Anything gun-related at all. Especially with the recent tragedies, with the shootings we've been having recently. YouTube has really buckled down on content related to guns or anything. Now, airsoft guns, per legal definition, are not guns because you can actually buy airsoft guns at age 18. You can give them to people. They're not near. You don't have to have background checks conducted when you buy airsoft guns here in the States, at least. So they're not firearms by any stretch of the imagination. Airsoft guns are not lethal. They can't cause like insane bodily harm to someone that, like, I mean, you could get shot point blank, but you wouldn't die from it. You see what I'm saying? So they're not guns. But YouTube treats them like real guns.
Because they look like real guns.
Because they look like real guns. And unfortunately for us, that means they demonetize a lot of our content. They deem it not suitable for advertisers. So a lot of our revenue has gone down. That's okay. We're still making a little bit, but it's not a lot. We're considering opening up a merch shop to help maybe pay for some of the funds and stuff like that. So let us know if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing. Maybe seeing some patches, some shirt designs, things along those lines. But for the most part, YouTube has really just been railing against us. We're still up and going. We're still doing good. But the demonetization has hit us. It has affected us. We're just letting you guys know. In fact, recently we got a video removed and we had a community guideline strike hit our channel. And to me, especially, that was kind of spooky because it came out of nowhere and it was really unexpected. And like I said on that video I said I was going to bring up later, that was we did a torture test, like a reliability test on the Elite Force 1911. Granted, it wasn't probably the best video we ever done. Again, it was another one of those, let's try this and see what it works. It was kind of poorly done. Me and Daniel were talking over each other a lot. There was a lot of confusion going on. But it worked out, and it worked pretty well, I'd say. But that one got removed and had a strike against it. And I was like, what? Why? And that YouTube did not give me any explanation other than it violated one of the community guidelines. And I looked through all of them. I said, there's nothing in here that violates any of the community guidelines. So I repealed it. And thankfully, they said, we're sorry. This was wrong. This is an incorrect decision. They re-uploaded the video. All the views are back on it and everything. The strike was lifted on our channel. But it was just weird because the strike just came out of nowhere. And if they can do that on that video, I don't know if they could do that on another video, or if they do 3 in a row like that. That's a little scary. But thankfully, nothing came of it significantly, and we're still here. And Nick asked me, how long are you going to do this channel for? And I said, I'm going to do this channel until we run it into the ground. I'm going to drive this thing until the wheels come off. I'm going to be making videos. We're going to be making videos as long as we enjoy it. I mean, that's why we started this channel, and that will be when we stop making videos, is when we don't enjoy doing it anymore.
And that's probably never going to happen, because Airsoft is awesome, and we're always going to be playing it. And it doesn't matter what color this button turns, if it turns gold, if it turns, I don't know, what else, purple.
They used to have a bronze one, I think, for 50,000, but they cut that one out. But yeah,
it
turns
gold.
If it turns platinum, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if they have to make us a new one, if they start doing like some of the really big channels and sending us 40 of these, we're still gonna keep playing. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. So as long as you guys are enjoying the content, and as long as we enjoy making the content, you guys are still gonna see videos coming from us, and hopefully we can keep the dialogue open between us and everything. But yeah, so. I don't really think that. I think that's about it, or until YouTube shuts us down, which is entirely possible. But if we do, that's because a lot of the gun issue going on right now, which quite frankly I think is completely ridiculous. By the way,
these are toy guns.
These are toy guns.
They're not gonna. I mean, you get your tooth shot out, but that's.
Yeah. I mean, there's videos on YouTube right now of, like, if you see. So for example, I'll just give you an example that kind of annoys me. So if you watch like modern music videos, some of the content in those videos would fall under the guideline restrictions of like sexual content, foul language, yada yada yada. Those videos are fine. We do a video where we test a toy gun and it gets removed. So YouTube needs. I love YouTube. It's how we got started. I love watching videos. It's like it's my primary source of entertainment. I love YouTube, but YouTube does have a lot of problems I think they need to address, and I think they are discriminatory in certain aspects of their judgment when it comes to removing videos or restricting videos. And I think that's going to be a huge problem. I don't know if that's going to become a bigger problem in the future. A new guideline, I think, came out recently. I'll see if I can find it, and if I do, I'll put it up on screen, where they say they are specifically looking at airsoft guns and BB guns now for ad revenue taking away. So it's not just guns anymore. They've now broadened that horizon to BB guns and airsoft guns now for ad restrictions. I don't know what will become of that, but it's a weird time. I don't know what's going to become of it. I don't know if it'll go away. I don't know if we'll come out of this, but we'll see, and we're just going to keep going with it for as long as we can. So I think that's about it. You want anything else you want to say?
Not really. No, I think we're good.
We've been trailing on for 50 minutes. If you guys made it through all this, I'm sure you're a dedicated fan. We really thank you for watching it.
The real hardcore
You're one of the MVPs, guys. We appreciate that. So once again, guys, we just want to give you guys a huge thanks from the bottom of our hearts. 100,000 subscribers. Absolutely unbelievable number. couldn't be thankful. Couldn't be any more thankful. Love every single last one of you. Appreciate all that support you've been giving us throughout the years. All the comments, likes, everything. Truly, I don't have the words to express how grateful I am and how blessed I feel to have a fan base such as you guys watching our videos and supporting our content. So, once again, guys, I just want to say thank you. We hope you continue to support our content. We hope you continue to enjoy what we put out. And we'll see you guys in the next one. So, take care.